Flex, Team FFLEX here. Please make sure you subscribe. Please, I got tons and tons of great, awesome content for you here. It's the only place you can get it. So please make sure that you subscribe to my channel and you share the video if you get anything out of it. Today, what we're talking about is callouts, okay? Callouts in the NPC, in the IFBB. A lot of people don't understand how the callouts work in the NPC. This is one thing I hear all the time from beginning competitors especially, but even people that have done like 5-6 shows still don't really understand this. So thought I'd break it down for you, give you just a minute, tell you a little bit about how the callouts work, okay? So here's how it goes if you've never competed. And if you have, this is good review, because it'll keep you on the right mind path for what I'm about to tell you and how they work. Basically, everybody gets to do their individual routine, boom, off stage, okay? Everybody does their individuals off stage. Then, what they do is they pull everybody back out, and they get ready for the call out. So after the whole class is gone, which is whatever you're doing, if it's bikini, if it's men's physique, if it's whatever, after the whole class is gone, everybody's off to the sides waiting, they do call outs. This is called the first call out. Okay? And this is important to know. Pay attention. First call out are your top placing competitors. Alright? And what this means is the first call out are the people that had the best scores based on the current judges scoring, and they're pulling you back out to reassess you. Okay? So those are your top. Now the number can always vary. It could be 5, could be 6, could be 7. It depends on what the judges want to see. It depends on how, the quality of the class, in other words, how well everybody has presented themselves, how well everybody's brought it. If it's a very high level show, a lot of great physiques, might be a bigger call out. Maybe if it's not, maybe it's more varied, it's a smaller call out. It's totally up to the judges, it's totally up to the show. Can't tell you exactly how many numbers you're going to have either way. So you just need to know, first callouts are the top placing competitors, okay? Every time. I don't care what anybody wants to tell you. Some people say they got third callouts and they come back and get first and they delusionally convince themselves that's true. It won't happen, okay? First callouts are your top placing competitors. So if you're in the first callout, you know you're probably in the top 5, top 6, top 7, whatever the number is, okay? You're in that top. Now, in the actual first callout, everybody always wants to know who is winning the call out, right? Like, people sit in the audience, friends, family, even coaches. It's crazy. I'm at all these shows. I hear it all the time, see it all the time. People are like, oh, that person's right there. That means they're winning. Oh, that one's there. That's second. That person to the left's on that. Oh, so that's third. The person on the right, that's fifth. Here's the truth about the call outs, okay? There is no specific placing for where the judges can put their first, second, third, fourth, fifth place. Now hear that again, because I know a lot of you are thinking that that's crazy, what I just said. But there is no specific area that they will put the first, second, third, fourth, and fifth. And what I mean by this is, yes, of course the judges know who's in their first spot, who's in their second, who's in their third, so on and so forth. But you don't know where they're going to do that in the lineup, okay? Most of the time, they will put the person winning the class in the dead center of the class. Dead center of the class. That's the best guess you can make, right? People always want to guess between prejudging and finals where they placed. A lot of times they will put you in the center of the class if you are winning the class. Okay, so if you're in the middle, you're in a pretty good spot because you're in the top 2 at least, probably. Now here's where it gets different. Here's the center of the class. This person, a lot of times people think that means second. A lot of times people think this means third, that means fourth, that means fifth, so on and so forth. And in reality, and I've heard the top level judges say this, including Sandy Williamson herself, that there is no second place on the marker. In fact, she said, show me where the second place is to people that are saying that their competitors should have been in second and they ended up getting fourth or fifth. And there is no second place. There is no specific area. For example, center place might be first, okay? So this could be third. This could also be second. This could be third. This could be second. We don't know how the judges are scoring, how they're lining it up. They're comparing athletes the way they want. Again, depending on the class, depending on who's in the class, okay? So you don't actually know where first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, etc. goes. If you're on the outside of the classes, a lot of times you can assume you're not in the top 3. That's safe to assume. But you don't know where first, second, third, fourth, fifth, etc. exactly is. Because every judging panel, every show, every placing will be different. And the way they're going to run it and the athletes they need to compare, that's different every show. So you literally have no idea. So if you're one of those people that like say, oh, dang it, I thought I was in third and now I'm in, fifth, you don't actually know that until the end of the night, okay? So what you need to do is you need to chill your brain down. You need to wait for finals. Finals will not, you'll know where you placed in finals. Because here's what a lot of people do, and I'll tell you right now. When they place you in finals, they place you like this. First, second, third, fourth, fifth. That's also the misthinking for people that don't understand how the call-out works, that they are doing that same thing in prejudging. And it's not true. Here's how judges score. They score, they place, they compare. And they move people all around. They might want to see how this person looks over here, so they might put them over there. Does not mean they lost second. Does not mean they're in third. Does not mean anything different. Just means they want to compare. They also have to move people side to side, so judges on each bit of the panel can see exactly every physique from the same angle, right? Because, for example, this guy over here, if there's a competitor over here, seeing a whole different thing than if it's right in front of him. So they got to move people around. So you don't actually know what your placing is. They don't actually know what's going on. The judges are scoring, they're making notes, and then when prejudging's over, guess what they do? They all compare their notes. They take a look at their notes, and they see what's going on, they see the scores, they do all that, and then they go ahead and again come up with their call-outs and placing for finals, okay? So you really have no idea, don't get in your head with this, where you exactly placed till the end show, okay? So keep your head right, keep your mind right, and so on and so forth. So, second call-outs now. If you made it this far, that's how the first call-outs work. Keep in mind everything I just said. Second call-outs. Since our first call-out is generally our top 5, top 7, whatever amount of people, second call-outs will be within the top 10 most of the time. Okay, so we're talking about if the first call-out, let's say 5. Well, second call-outs will be 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th place, maybe 11th, 12th. Depends again on size of the show, everything else. Whoever the judges want to see, they're going to pull out, and that's how it works. But if you're in the second call-out, it is very rare that you will ever come back and go up into the first, okay? So I'll tell you that now, rare, doesn't happen. I've coached a lot, been to a lot of shows. I haven't seen that happen all that often. Sometimes at nationals, but those call-outs are a bit different. But regardless, second call-outs is top 10. Okay? Third call-outs top 15, and so on and so forth. So you kind of get an idea of how the call-outs work. So you can kind of gauge your placing within a group of 5, 6, 7 to know where you are based on your call-outs. First call-outs top 5, top whatever. Second call-outs top 10. Third, top 15, and so on and so forth. So you kind of see how the call-outs work. And the call-outs work the same way they do with the first one. And what I mean by that is they will move people around. They're going to judge people from different angles. They're also going to put the person who's doing the best in that class in the center, but you don't know where the rest of the places are, okay? You don't know, for example, you might see the 6th person in the middle, but you don't know who's the 7th, the 8th, the 9th, which side is what, where they're going, what they're doing with it, why they're moving people around. Just let the judges judge and let yourself focus on what you can control, which is bringing your best to the stage, okay? But anyway, they're going to do that for each class, so you will see the middle competitor be the top and that call out of male or female competitors, okay? So in reality, what we're looking at, call outs, I know it's been a long video, I hope this made sense. I'm kind of winging it out here, but hopefully it made sense because a lot of people get in their head and, you know, they don't understand what's even happening on the stage. I know a lot of friends and family kind of get, what, they should have won, but they don't exactly know what's going on the stage, right? And so the truth is about the call outs, center of the class is pretty much known to be first place. Other than that, gamble. Gamble. You don't know. You don't know what they're doing until finals. And even with the first place, honestly, you don't know if you got first or you got second. You're just in the middle. You're in the top 2, okay? So you know that you're in the top 2. You know that's going on. If you're in the middle of the class, you don't know where it's going. You don't know any of your place. And so in a long story short, a lot of people get in their head about this stuff. In between prejudge finals, they kind of get discouraged, deterred, don't want to come back out. Always go back, always bring your best, always do the most you can to present yourself in the best manner and continue to have a great time, continue to show up, smile, have a good time on stage, show off your hard work. Placings are not everything when you can compete again, when you can come back and do more. What is important is that you take your feedback and you apply it, you come back, bring it back, do it again, okay? And so don't worry about your placing in between prejudge and final. Don't get in your head about what it means. Don't get in your head about where you're at. Go to the night show, go to finals, get your placing, get your award, and then take that, wherever it was, and get your feedback. Even if you won your show, get your feedback. Contact the judges, get feedback, and come back better. If you got second, get your feedback. You got third, get your feedback. You got 10th, get your feedback. Get your feedback, come back, perform better, do more, get better, continue to compete, continue to go out, have a great time. And remember that bodybuilding is for life, okay? So call-outs, hopefully it makes a little more sense. Hopefully those of you that get confused about your placing and stuff, that kind of cleared some things up for you. Feel free to ask me more questions, because I know I said a lot, but I also probably didn't say enough in some ways for some specific questions people might have. I live and breathe this stuff, so it gets kind of, in my head. I get my own head about, oh, did I say it right? Whatever. Hit me up, Ryan at teamfflex.com for more questions. Please subscribe, please share. I fucking love you. Coach Ryan is out.